Hey everybody, it is week 6 of the Let's Get Wealthy 6-week program, creating whole life wellness through the practice of holistic wellness principles and financial literacy. And it is a wrap. This is our final week of the program, so I want to congratulate you for taking the time to go on this journey of self-awareness, self-healing, and self-love with me. I sincerely hope that you have made some progress on your goals and have started 2019 with a solid foundation of making the change that you desire. Before we dive into what's next, I just want to do a final recap. Like I said, this is our final week, so we're just going to talk a little bit about where we go from here. But first, let me recap. So we talked about manifesting a life of preferred experiences that starts in the mind. Our emotions, beliefs, feelings are all intrinsically tied to this creative process. The first step is clarity, knowing exactly what you want and why. Next is learning how to envision and feel what you want before you have it. And third, it's knowing who you really are and taking inspired action that's aligned with your own cosmic design, and this will naturally guide you to the abundance that you already are. These things are incredibly simple, and sometimes we feel they're too simple, of course, but you know it works when you put it into practice consistently. So hopefully that's what you've done over the last 6 weeks. Before we go on, just want to let you know that all 6 weeks of the videos plus the resources will be available as a course in the coming weeks. So you'll be able to access that, rewatch, and utilize it going forward, and I'll let you know when that's ready. So what is next? Becoming wealthy, of course. A person who is wealthy has learned a way of being that reduces or eliminates stress, that helps them have clarity of thought, feeling, and action, that gives them the desire to live their best life, that makes it easy to be health conscious. It helps them have fulfilling relationships, it aligns them with their true passion and purpose, and it enables them to experience true freedom and provides financial abundance and well-being. Becoming wealthy is a simple process that only requires a desire and a willingness to practice new habits of thought. Yes, you can use your mind to create a vibrant life. Your mind is not just a decision-making feature. It's a supercomputer that you can program and reprogram to create general or specific outcomes, experiences that you prefer versus just living a life of struggle by default. So at this point, I'd like to invite you to join me on a journey with step-by-step instructions on what it takes to become wealthy. Becoming wealthy does not happen overnight. It takes time and consistent application of certain principles and processes. It takes a willingness to look at yourself and change your habits. It takes a desire to experience something different and to envision something better. There is no one way to accomplish becoming wealthy. There are tried and true methods of attaining self-mastery that anyone can learn and practice. Ultimately, the process is yours. The changes take place within you first. So what are we doing here? Together, we will learn to identify our wealthy goals with clarity, discover and apply the best practices for manifesting these goals, create a compelling record of our progress, and with a community of like-minded accountability partners, we can do this. How do we do this? Well, I have a membership site that I would love for you to join. If you join it, you'll have free, unrestricted access to a select library of curated content from thought leaders, both past and present. This content, which is curated by me, will include free courses, audio and video content, articles, and blog posts and social media posts as well. So you'll be able to get personalized help for your specific issues as self-study courses, also group programs and classes, and also one-on-one coaching sessions with me if you choose. I do want to share with you that, of course, you all know that I do go along the journey with you as we do these programs, and I do the work right along with you. So as a result of this particular 6-week program, I realized that my financial issues were a direct result of my issues with physical vitality. It became abundantly clear that I have to focus more on my physical well-being in order to be at the top of my business game. And that was a pretty huge revelation. I mean, I know that it seems pretty obvious, but, sometimes we are pushing so hard in one direction that we neglect things that really are critical to the process. And so I found that that's what I was doing. And this process helped me to get really clear on that. So as soon as I let go of what I thought I needed to be doing, hustling, grinding, studying more, looking outside of myself for help, and I allowed myself to align with what my body was saying it needed: more rest, more love, more fun, better digestion, more exercise. And I made a decision to envision and take inspired action. Things I needed to support this vision began to show up effortlessly. And shortly thereafter, new clients, more business opportunities, and more money started to flow in. And, I always say you can't make this stuff up. It really works. So what you will get when you join me is a way to learn how to implement, integrate, and embody methods of deliberate manifestation of more money, better health, and more satisfying relationships. You'll clear up your vibration to be a match to your preferred experiences. You'll get curated guidance and support from experts in a community of like-minded people. And finally get real results, creating the life you're dreaming of in mind, body, spirit, relationships, and finances. So before we go much further, and you may have questions, if you do, you can always shoot me a message, an email, and just let me know what your questions are. But I do want to show you the website. So hopefully you can see this. Okay, so this is my website, crystalwillingham.com, and if you just hop on there, you'll be able to see everything that I'm talking about in terms of what type of information I would love to be able to share with you on this membership site. So you'll see that there are these different categories. So mind, body, and spirit healing, wealth and freedom success principles, nutrition and fitness, and work and lifestyle. And in each one of those categories, as I said, I will be creating curated content. Each month there will be new information. So it will really, over the course of a year, will really be filled out very nicely with a lot of really great content. Not to overwhelm you with too much information, but just to be able to give you some really good resources that, again, are tried and true, that I have, actual experience with, and that I have found to be very, very useful in my own journey, my own practice. And so you also will be able to just hop on over to this link that says plans and pricing. And as you can see, you can select right there. It's a free membership, valid for 12 months. And the reason why I just want to go ahead and give everybody access to this is really because I definitely feel like we need to build this community. I really think that if we are all working on this stuff together, it can be so much more enriching, so much more fulfilling for all of us. And so that's my goal. I want to create that. And so there you go. That's your opportunity to jump in. You just pretty much click it. You can sign up. If you're not already a member of the site, which most of you already are, then you would just log in. And if you're logging in with Facebook, you can log in with Google, or you can log in with your email. And there you go. So that's pretty much all it takes to join this membership site. It's very simple, very straightforward. And again, once you're in there, all you have to do is log in and you'll have access to the information that I'm going to be sharing here. You can also download the phone app. There is an app that you can put on your smartphone and you can have access to all of that information, as well as the members forum, which is this page here. the Wealthy Community Forum, and you can post your insights, your comments, your thoughts and feelings on all of these topics, and we can have our own community here instead of doing it on Facebook. So I just want to say, wrapping this up today, that 2019 can be your year to finally learn to manifest the life of freedom, peace, and abundance you have been waiting for. It's the year to reinvent, remember, renew, and renew. Let me ask you a question really quick. What would it mean to live daily in a state of grace, of mindful presence and alignment with your own unique design? To be in a persistent state of flow, where effort and struggle become a distant memory because they only bring subpar results, and instead you can have an excited expectation of things simply working out for your good. From this state of being, a deeper connection with yourself, your highest wisdom, and the language of your body could potentially emerge, putting you in a state of ease and well-being you never thought possible. From this state, perhaps your ability to manifest experiences that make life utterly joyful would begin. What would it take to become this version of yourself? Do you believe it's possible? For the last 3 months, I've been hearing from my healer, and she has been gently nudging me in the direction of letting go in a way I've never done before. This level of surrender requires more trust in my life, myself, and the wisdom and knowledge I've been practicing for the last 10 years. Doing this will require going deeply into my experiment as an emotional generator, along with all of the other aspects of my energy through the lens of human design. It will require more daily meditation and physical exercise. It will require a more finely tuned relationship with food and supplements. And above all, it will require a practice of surrender to daily presence within myself. I want you to take this journey with me. Let's dive into energy healing through the lens of human design, emotional healing, and presence together. Let's use our tools daily, consistently, and become the brightest community of lightworkers the world has ever seen. How can we work together to do this? Well, of course, you now know that you can dive into the free members-only content on my website. You can take part in the classes, courses, and groups that I'll be developing as the year goes along. And of course, you can work one-on-one with me. So that's pretty much what I have to share today with you guys. I'm so grateful. Thank you once again for taking part in this 6-week program. And I really hope that it was beneficial for you. I hope that you really got a lot out of it. I did ask you if you could please provide your feedback, your testimonials, or any kind of comments that you have for me about the process, really about anything that comes up for you. And if you could do that for me before Monday, that would be awesome. I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I look forward to hearing from you, talking to you, and being in contact with you in the near future. All right, take care.